Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Stellaris. Let's carry on from the end of the last save game, which we were playing in Iron Man mode, which of course was as the Human Psychic Foundation. Let's have a look at where we left off. Now we've got a warning here, unspent civic points. That of course means I can basically invest in a new civic here. At this point the question really is, which direction do you want to take here first? Do you want to focus more on that Federation option here? Do you want to basically go for one of the options here? I've completed the Harmony option here already. I believe that one of my factions has got a preference for one of these. So let's have a brief look here. So my predominant one is basically Alien 8 Alliance. Pre-sentient survival. Adopt diplomacy tradition will please the Alien 8 Alliance. Now I believe I've done that already. So if I look at this one here, I've adopted it already. At least I've picked up the first bits of that. So that's good. Federation. Join a federation will please them. New contact. Okay, so there's lots of options in here. No alien slaves. So enslavement of alien pops will displease the alien aid. Affects faction happiness by -20. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And this is one of the larger factions, but this is actually the second largest. Pious polity. On hallowed grounds. Setting foot on any tomb world will upset the alliance. Psionic pursuit. So that's basically one of the things I am aiming for already. Homogeneity, and then an embattled minority. Adopting any tradition emphasizing prosperity will please the United Economist Group. Okay, so at the moment I'm standing at 49. I need to basically rise to, I believe it's 60% to be able to get any benefits from here. I think one of my main aims at the moment should really be growth. So if I go back to spending that point, these have all been acquired already. It's easy to take our rich culture for granted. It should make it easier for visitors from other civilizations to share in its beauty. Federation unity. Our unity output is increased by 5% per member of Federation. Amount to contribute towards the Federal Nation AV counts for twice as much. Mining station build cost is reduced. I think that's actually quite beneficial, isn't it? So if I open this up, but then again I kind of want to basically get that second perk in there relatively quickly. Let's just check out the other options in here. Ship upkeep is reduced by 10%, which is actually quite a good one. Building upkeep is reduced by 10%, also a pretty decent one, but Energy Grid and Energy Next is now produced to Unity. That's quite nice. Private colony ship. Okay. Ship cost and building cost is reduced by 15%. Prosperity, that's called. Kind of like these one here. I really like these ones. I've invested 3 bits into here, of course, first unlocking it and then those 2 here. I'm 3 away from actually this says I need more than that, doesn't it? Sorry, so what is it saying? It says we got civic points. It's not unity, it's civic points. So where do I basically spend those civic points? My bad. I should have really read what it actually said on screen. So civics. I can actually add an extra 1 to here. Migration attraction is increased. Mediocrity. Leader skill levels +1. Leader pool sizes +1. Environmentalist. An individual's social status or personal connection should have no bearing on their profession. The sole basis for advancement in the society is demonstration, ability, and talent. Okay. Corporate dominion. Empire energy generation is +10. Sorry, not 10, +10. It's +10%. So at the moment we got an output here of 109. Shadow Council. Election influence is increased. Mining Guild. Mineral production is increased. Aristocratic elite. The society has an entranced ability that occupies the upper echelons of society. Governor recruitment cost is reduced. And also the imperial leader capacity is increased. So currently we have here a government type that is actually an oligarchy. There's a long list of different ones. I think I'm quite tempted to go for the corporate dominion. Even though aristocratic elite is also quite interesting, but I think if I can save some money on the energy, then that will be very, very beneficial. I've been worrying about that continuously, really. So, yep, 10% increase in output. Let's get the ball rolling again anyways. Let's have a look where we were. Following a long period of growing support for the Economic Growth Foundation, the Raxixorian sovereignty has finally embraced the faction, adopting their core values and policies. As a result of bringing this faction into their government, they have become more outward pacifistic. Sorry, have I changed my title? No, I'm still the same. There's my neighbors here. The Rexilion.
Incoming transmission.
These guys down here.
Incoming transmission.
Right, let's pause the game for a second. The galaxy presents enough threats without having to worry about a war between the Psych Foundation and the Excelestar Collective. We suggest entering into a non-aggression pact to mutual secure peace. So where are these guys based? Let's close this down. I'm not going to reject it straight off, but let's just check what they've got with the Oscox. They've got a defensive pact with them. I'm quite happy to accept it in that circumstance. The human psychic people should not be prisoners in the Psychic Foundation, and neither should our own people be limited to inhabit our territory. Let us agree to remedy this. So they want to basically get into play I suspect a agreement to let people move around. So migration treaty. So these are basically rivaled with the Oscox. They are pacifist. I'm for the moment quite inclined to just say no to them. So we got the Oscox themselves. Let's have a look at what we can actually do with them. So they've got a defensive agreement with both ourselves as well as the Exidar. So trust. For trade agreement, let's basically work on our research one. And I don't think that's going to work properly. So let's go back to the Oscox. Have we got anything in place here? We got a research agreement with them in place until next year. So let's maybe build up a new one here. Okay, so we're going to offer them an instant transfer of credits. That gets to be a bit more expensive than I thought. There we go, 23, instant transfer. Let's send that request and let's get the clock rolling again. Anyways, our current empire seems to be stretching quite centrally here, slightly northward, and of course when we got a sector all the way up in the north.
Incoming transmission.
Ah, Oscock's coalition joined the Proprietors Compact. So, what have we got? We got a trade agreement. Okay, it's been agreed. Quite happy with that. So they've joined that compact, which is good. These guys, are they for real? I'm not quite sure. Because of course they're rivals with the Oscocks, whom I've got an agreement with already. And again, they seem to be quite attracted to me for some reason. Border friction is reducing that. Trust. Let's go back to these guys. Ask for association status. Okay. That should be quite beneficial, at least if we get it. We look forward to having the Psychic Foundation work with the Proprietors Compact. Okay. In the meantime, let's have a look at where we got all of our ships here. We have a construction ship here. There's nothing for it to do at the moment.
System survey
A
complete.
ship down here. Now, I believe that I was actually
Incoming
planning to put
transmission.
an outpost. Okay, so who are these guys? So they're rivals with the Oscocks and rivals with the XCR. I'm gonna reject both. So that's a good one. And here we basically survey the new system, which is fine. I would like to basically do some stuff here if I can, but I don't seem to have any particular bits I need to focus in on at present. There's a spectre there, interesting. A wraith. My fleet is of course in orbit, or at least I hope it is in orbit. It should be in orbit here. If I look at that particular system here, got quite a few corvettes, and as you can see, my naval capacity has increased here. Have a look at all the other worlds here. Looks like I can actually expand this. I can basically synchronize my defenses, which I think I will do. Makes absolute sense. And here I would like to basically build I'm building a solar panel already, as you can see, and I'm building an upgrade as well. Building an upgrade for this one as well. And here we are.
Construction complete.
Not building anything at the moment. Let's have a brief look.
System survey complete.
395.
System survey complete.
So Earth's one has basically completed an item here. Okay, let's increase the clock speed to its highest. Any other planets here that I can actually do
Construction
something with?
complete.
Can build extra ships here. Ideally I want to start focusing in on the actual destroyers here.
Research complete.
Ah! Space torpedoes has been completed as the research option. What do I want to go for next? I think I actually want to finish that afterburner here. That should be quite useful.
System survey complete.
So most of these are continental worlds, as you can see, but we got one here that's basically a ocean world. We should see that for each of those I've got my own Yeah, governor already assigned to it. Okay, another. Okay, so we've already got a replacement deal in play for that one, so that's fine. Go for different valley points. We still have sectors here in our hands as well. Let's increase that clock speed again.
Construction complete.
Let's make sure we've got everything on one list here. Corvettes. Synchronized defenses. I'd like to be able to focus in on that assembly yard here. Or maybe, given this particular position, I'll basically do the defenses.
System survey complete. System survey complete.
Okay. Lots more coming through. If I now look at basically my neighbors here. We stand at -8, which is okay, good. These guys here. Ouch. Pretty bad relationship with them. Well, not necessarily bad, but not as good as I would have hoped.
Incoming transmission.
Okay, I don't necessarily want to basically transfer anything to them. I could maybe work on research. Let's leave that for the moment, and let's pause the game for just 1 second to look at these messages here. So a High Inquisitor has died. Is that our... yeah, that's our government leader, really. So let's look at that agreement. Ooh! I'm actually quite happy to go for that. Okay. Unfortunately, our High Leader has died at the age of 95, so we do need to basically elect a new one. Who do we want to allocate to this job? Unity output is increased, so how much unity output have we got in total? We got 18.07. Influence gain. National purity. Now, have I got that one on my list here already? Let's see. It doesn't actually list what faction a part of, does it? Selective nostalgia. Grow economy. More energy credit. This one will be quite beneficial because, of course, I'm paying quite a bit toward maintenance of my ships. 18. Actually, it's not so bad. Shipbuilding speed is increased here as well. Of course, there is a cost from this. There is an influence cost. Alien migration attraction is -10. Empire influence is +10. So this kind of leads to a temporary setback here in terms of some of the numbers. So this person is the governing Alpha Centauri Prime. So what if I look at the planet here? How old is she? It doesn't say for some reason. Let's have a look at the leader list itself. Alpha Centauri Prime. This one here. So she's 86. So it'll be a relatively quick re-election most likely. Whereas if we go for Raymond, it will be a relatively lengthy period before there would be a re-election. So Raymond here, if I elect him or her, that's unity output. Muhammad al something something something, which is growth economy really. Muhammad, where is Muhammad? Interesting, I don't see him listed here at the moment. What is he or she doing at the moment? Ah, governing Earth. finally. I should appear in my leader list. There we go, at the bottom here. He's 104, so he'll be lost pretty much straight away. So Raymond seems to be a good choice in terms of output. Space miner as well as expansionist. Let's go for Raymond. Elected previous governor of Russian Prime to become the next. So Russian Prime is that sector here. So if I look at my planet list here, planets and sectors, as you can see there's no leader here at the moment. I need to recruit a new one. Well, let's get the clock running in the meantime. So at the moment I'm at 99 influence. Leader experience gain, lifespan, and this one is output. I think that's the youngest one. Really would be quite useful here. Particularly with a longer lifespan, makes it of course a relatively good investment. It's a longer term investment really.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Okay, investing in an upgrade of that.
Anomaly found.
Let's research that anomaly. Of course I do have one additional planet here, a continental planet, which I could potentially focus in on. Let's in the meantime have a look at the surfaces of these planets. This particular person seems to be relatively unhappy here. Why is she or he unhappy? Most of the others are actually quite happy. Happiness, wow. That seems to have a negative impact on it. Still not quite sure why. Okay, let's have a look on here. Again, there's some unhappiness of some of the population here. Again, it doesn't say why. Again, this got some unhappy people on there as well. Interesting. So I'll look at my edict list. What kind of edicts could I potentially put into place? Oh, I do have some other people here in position here. Okay, so this planet here has got some others. We're in the midst of colonizing it.
Colony established.
The signal we intercepted was a distress call from a ship in orbit around Gilprim number 3A. The ship is not giving away any heat signatures and seems to be drifting. A special project has been issued to investigate what is going on here.
Situation log updated.
So, firstly track a map, and then secondly, I would like to basically go there. I've got quite a lengthy list of points to go through. Let's first focusing on that project here before we do anything else. Let's go back to that planet that we just saw here. Okay, can I uplift these guys? I cannot yet, I think. Okay.
Special project complete.
The crew of the ship has been found dead, but what's more disturbing is that they appear to have been killed by some highly advanced brain parasite, which infested them and drove them mad. Thanks to science officer Julia Morin's finding, we were able to protect our own crew from being infected. Okay, so we gained some research. Quite a bit of research here. Let's clear some of that excess space here.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Yes, of course, got here that science ship that I always use. We scanned all of these systems here yet? I think so. Let's make sure I scan a few more in the area. Just make sure I've got enough exposure to everything. Let's just make that round nicely here.
Tile blocker cleared. System survey complete.
The tile blocker wasn't on this planet here, of course. One of the other planets here. Most likely a planet like this.
Tile blocker cleared.
Okay, there we go. What can we build here? What will actually increase the happiness of the people here? There's a paradise door. No, actually increase happiness.
System survey complete.
200 is required for that one. There's a temple, so we can...
Tile blocker cleared. Research complete.
That will actually give me a significant boost towards happiness. Let's build some extra farms on here, I would almost say. Unless, of course, we can build a pleasure dome, but let's see. As you can see, we basically just completed a bit of research here. We'll focus on the next one here. Automated exploration. Order the science ships to automatically explore the galaxy. That's quite a little bit too quick in the click, but that was kind of my aim here. So what else could I have chosen here? Physics lab, X-ray laser. Yeah, I think it's quite useful here. Anyways, looking at the clock, I think it's a great time for us to call it a day. So I'd like to basically thank you again for joining me. And yeah, I do look forward to seeing you on the next episode. In the meantime, have a great day. Bye bye.